This project is very much, for me, a project of the heart. Years ago, when I was a graduate student, I met my first group of Franco-Americans, descendants of French Canadians. Their story was largely unknown, and it was one of them who said to me, "Someone has to tell our story." A few years ago, the National Endowment for the Humanities announced a Common Heritage grant aimed at preserving heritage, and that's when all of the pieces came together. June 24th is Saint Jean-Baptiste Day, which is a day in which Québécois and Franco-Americans celebrate their patron saint, Saint John the Baptist. So it was really important for us to bring them together to celebrate and to look back at heritage, but also to look forward at how to preserve and share their story.
People would bring us a photograph or a document, and we would scan it, and that file would eventually be put onto the database, and then we would also make a copy, put it on a flash drive, and give it to them so they would have it preserved for their own personal use.
It was like having a little window into the history of this community.
You don't often hear about this group that was quite sizable. 1 million Québécois left their home to come to the United States, and many of them came to New York to work in mines, lumber camps, the textile mills.
I really liked the personal aspect of the project, being able to talk to the people, hear about their lives, and understand why they ended up in this area from Canada and how that has changed their family's way of life.
One of the greatest moments for the three students and for me was to travel up to Jay-Z, to the Lauren family, who greeted us, fed us French-Canadian food, celebrated heritage, invited others. And I think for our students, that was a moment where they, just as I had as a graduate student, went, wow, this is an extraordinary group of people. And I feel really privileged to be part of sharing their heritage with others.
Documenting this is just a phenomenal project. It's important to know where we come from and understand our backgrounds. It's kind of who you are. You wonder what type of activities they did.
It's always important to remember history, the specific communities that make up our nation as a whole.
Having them know that their history matters to someone besides them and their family members. Just being able to recognize that diversity and appreciate it, and being able to see not only how their life has been affected by who they are, but how we can be affected by other cultures around us.